Well, good morning, folks. I do have just a couple more poems that I love very, very much. I think they're wonderful. One of them is A Father's Prayer. This is by General MacArthur, who was the five-star general back in World War II, and he wrote a beautiful, beautiful poem. And for decades, I've used this poem to try to encourage other people, especially my patients. I would tell them, listen. It's lovely, and it always makes the difference. There's two poems I'm going to provide. This A Father's Prayer and Good Timber. These are lovely. I've probably read this thousands of times. Father's Prayer by General MacArthur. Build me a son, O Lord, who will be strong enough to know when he is weak and brave enough to face himself when he's afraid. I know that personally. One who will be proud and unbending in honest defeat, and humble and gentle in victory. Build me a son whose wishbone will not be where his backbone should be, a son who will know thee, and that to know himself is the foundation stone of knowledge. Lead him, I pray, not on the path of ease and comfort, but under the stress and spur of difficulties and challenge. Here let him learn to stand up in the storm. Here let him learn compassion for those who fail. Build me a son whose heart will be clean, whose goal will be high. A son who will master himself before he attempts to master other men. One who will learn to laugh, yet never forget how to weep. One who will reach into the future, yet never forget the past. And after all these things are his, add, I pray, enough of a sense of humor so that he may always be serious, but never take himself too seriously. Give him humility so that he may always remember the simplicity of greatness, the open mind of true wisdom, and the meekness of true strength. Then I, his father, will dare to whisper, I've not lived in vain. Lovely. Thousands of times I've read that. And this other one I'm going to share with you that I hope you enjoy, friends, is called Good Timber. MacArthur was speaking about it's not the path of ease and comfort that develops a man. What develops a man is confrontation, chastening. Those kinds of moments in life is when your character is developed and your destiny often is secured depending on which road you take. So the chastening of life he wanted for his son, and I respect that. Helped a lot of people. This other one's called Good Timber by Douglas Malloch, and I like this. This is identical practically to MacArthur's prayer, asking that the harshness of nature, the harshness of life is what builds the man and builds the woman, and builds the child. Good timber. The tree that never had to fight for sun and sky and air and light, but stood out in the open plain and always got its share of rain, never became a forest king, but lived and died a scrubby thing. The man who never had to toil to gain and farm his patch of soil, who never had to win his share of sun and sky and light and air, never became a manly man, but lived and died as he began. Good timber does not grow with ease. The stronger the wind, the stronger the trees. The further sky, the greater length. The more the storm, the more the strength. By sun and cold, by rain and snow, and trees and men, good timber grows. Where thickest lies the forest growth, we find the patriarchs of both, and they hold counsel with the stars, whose broken branches show the scars of many wind and much of strife. This is the common law of life. Would you like to be good timber, folks? Would you like to be MacArthur's son, who didn't end up as he begun? That's a poem, I just threw it. But aren't we to hold on to those things, even those things that hurt us, because they'll make us stronger. If the trees are never blown on, anything will break them. So let's make sure that we pursue what God wants us to have. That's depth of character, fulfillment of destiny. Have a great day, everyone.